Hi, today I'm going to show you how to do proper hand washing, also with the use of soap and with the use of sanitizer. After that, I'm going to show you how to don, just put on and then put off, take off your PPE. So the way you want to start, first step is go ahead and set your temperature to a warm water. Making sure you don't touch anything where you're going to, like the counter, the table where you are. You want to keep your hands at a lower level. We always assume that contamination starts from the bottom. We don't want to have it travel up. So you wet your hands if it's a good temperature for you, facing tips downwards. Wet your hands. Okay, then you go ahead and get some soap. You want to make sure that you get this soap and put it on both hands. You want to create a lather for about 20 seconds. And you want to make sure that you clean from the wrist on both hands downwards. So you can go ahead and rotate on the wrist here. In between your fingers, like so, like this. Don't forget the thumbs. After that, you can go each finger, making sure. If you don't have like a pick or a little tooth, soft tooth to clean your fingernails, then go ahead and get your finger and then just like scrape beneath each nail. You want to make sure you're washing your hands before and after you visit each patient. You can also wash your hands in between anytime you get a contamination or there was any kind of fluids. You want to make sure you're switching your gloves in between also. And then before you go and see the next patient as well. After that, you're going to go ahead and rinse your hands. You're not going to be any splashing. You're not going to be rubbing your hands. You're just going to place it under the water. Have the water work for you and it'll rinse off the soap, making sure your hands are facing downwards and you're not touching any kind of table where you can get contaminated again. When it's time to dry your hands, you want to get the paper towels and just pat dry. When you're done patting dry, you can use that same paper towel to clean, to turn off your water. So you just let them drip here. If they're really wet, let them just hang there. So the paper towels, you want to pat dry. And turn off the faucet. Throw away. If I was doing Germex, so I would just get the Germex, apply good amount, mix your hands together. And you would do this until the Germex dries. Once it's dry or evaporated, it's killed the germs. Same thing, if you don't have a sink, you want to use this before and after any patient care or in the middle of patient care if you got any fluids on you, any type of contamination or working from one body part to the next. Let me go ahead and show you now. Let me move the phone. I'm going to show you how to put on and take off your PPE. Make sure. Let me see, can you kind of... Is that better? Okay. So first thing is we're going to get some surgical shoes. You want to make sure you open them. Try not to dirty your hands. You just wash them. So there's one. Here's two. Okay. After that, you're going to go ahead and put on your gown. Sometimes the strings are long on here, so I like to hold them first. Okay, so put on your gown. Let me get closer. For the gown, you want to make sure that you're getting as much as you can over here, covered as well. You don't want to get your uniform, your scrubs dirty, so that you're covering up everywhere, so then you can tie it. You can also crisscross if that's what you want. for the gown. Okay, after this gown, we're gonna go ahead and put on our mask, our surgical mask. Okay. So for the surgical mask, you're gonna get your mask, make sure that it's covering all the way down to your chin. Make sure this is sealed. Okay, after the mask, here's where you would put on a hair cap. You're getting all your hair. It's better if you cover the ears, cover as much as you can over here. Back as well. After the hair cap, the last thing would be the gloves. So for the gloves, you want to make sure that they're going over this cuff to prevent any type of germs going in there. I like to just tuck them in. I like to just tuck it in like that. Make sure it's in there. Okay. All right, so now the way that you would remove, which is doff, taking off the PPE, is we're gonna start with the shoes. Making sure not to be shaking it and moving all the germs that it has on there. Then I like to start also with, do this one at the same time. Since I'm gonna be removing my gown, what I like to do is the cuffs are, the gloves are next to it. So I like to just take off from here, move it outwards. Move it outwards away from you, the germs. And here, it's away, downwards. You kind of just start rolling it in. So you're not getting your hands dirty as much as you can. Then it's gonna come to where you can't, it's gonna bring your gloves. You can go ahead and get one glove hand out. Once you have one out, you wanna go ahead and get your fingers tucked in between the other glove. Roll it outwards. You could try to get all that in there, or just grab it like this and throw this whole ball in the trash. After you go ahead and do that, then what you're gonna do is take off your headpiece. Dispose of that. And the last thing you're gonna take off is your mask. And everything is away from you, out. You don't wanna bring any germs back in. Last step is, again, if you have a sink, wash your hands. If you don't, what you do is you just get the hand sanitizer and you just continue to mix until it starts drying. Once it's dry, you're able to assume that, you know, the germs are already killed and you can go and take care of other patients. But it's always best to wash your hands in the sink. Thank you.